Hi, my name is Ray Eves, and this is the second video in the series How Ray Came into Being. This video is entitled The Nine-Dimensional Beings. In human beings, there is a vertical polarity between their crown chakra seat and their setecht root chakra or carnal seat. In addition to this vertical polarity, human being constitution also provides a horizontal polarity. These forces are called centripetal and centrifugal forces, which gives a positive and a negative polarity to the two sides of the body. The human being is really a quadrupolar, four-pole magnet, and all the laws of electricity and magnetism, which are known to modern physics, apply to the human being system. The current flowing on one side of the body is positive and the other is negative. As these currents cross at nodes or meeting points, they appear as 9 spirals, so that ether has its manifestation at the crown of the head, while matter manifests at the setecht root or carnal or base of the spine. The positive current is dominant, and it causes the chakra or pa-arush to rotate in its own direction. In effect, therefore, each chakra appears to rotate in an opposite direction to the one above and below it. Between these poles, there are stages of consciousness, each less or more denser than the preceding one. As the life force ascends up the spine in its involution from matter to mind. Involution, or the world of manifestation, is composed solely of the elements Ta earth, Mu water, Nifu earth, and Set fire. The 4 lower elements air, fire, water, and earth are produced from ether and return to this etheric foundation or suspension, which alchemists referred to as the quintessence, the 5th essence, or the 9th level. These elements are all that there is. In fact, there is nothing else except them in the world of name or form. For an objective manifestation to occur, there must be first space within which it can occur. Therefore, ether is the element of pure space alone. And to move, you need a soul, emotion, a reason to become. Next, there must be locomotion within the space, and this is the element of air, which is motion alone within that space of nothingness. Nothingness is in fact something which is actually atoms lighter than hydrogen, now known as quarks, biaps, and Z's. Next, there must come into being the principle of expansion, which is the element of fire, which also creates magnetism. This is followed by the principle of contraction, which is the element of water. Finally, the principle of solidity or cohesiveness must come into being, which is the element earth. In simple terms, for an etheric being to manifest on earth, he must first change his density from ether to air, to fire, to water, then to earth, and vice versa. So the pineal gland, which is positive and masculine, is associated with the Ich, Krang seat. It is the Neb, sustainer, spiritual master of this realm, Atum Re. The next Arush or chakra to appear in order of density is the force between the eyebrows, called the Mir, brow or spiritual seat. The location, the Mir, is the location of the mental and spiritual perception. It is commonly known as the third eye, being the seat of mental activity also. The Mir represents the pituitary gland, or the female gland, the female ruler of the inner kingdom. Next in order is the Shiru, nasal center of the face. And this is the breath of life in essence, because it is the passage of the wind as breathing in and out. Now, the Ich coincides with the plane of existence called the great mental plane. There are 7 minor mental planes, the 7th of which is the plane of human mind. This plane comprises those manifestations of life and mentality of mortals. The average mortal of today occupies but the 4th subdivision of the plane of human mind. Only the most intelligent have crossed the borders of the 5th subdivision. The mortal of the 6th subdivision will be the supermortal, and he of the 7th will be the overmortal, the God being. It has taken time to reach this stage, and it will take more time to move on to the 6th, 7th subdivisions and beyond. But remember, there have been many who have passed through these degrees and moved onto higher planes to the 9th. The 6th minor mental plane is the plane of the beast mind, which comprises those entities or beings out of control visibly. This plane comprises all such elemental forms which partake of the nature of both the animal and the human beast. The lowest forms of this plane are semi-human, and yet intelligence is the mind of the beast. The human animal are savage, uncaring for others. Their very peace is the human beast, restless inside of them. The Mir, brow or spiritual seat. This spiritual seat is coincidental with the great spiritual plane. Here, in the spiritual plane, there are beings possessing life, mind, and form as far above that of mortals of today as we are above the earthworm. They appear to be clothed in pure energy, and they take the greatest interest in the process of evolution and cosmic progress of the universe. Their occasional intervention and assistance in human affairs have led to many legends, beliefs, religions, traditions of the black race, past and present. We may call them supreme beings or gods if we like, but still they are but the elder brethren of the black race, the God race, who have foregone the ecstasy of absorption by the all in order to help their brethren on its upward journey along the path. So the popular cliche, all men are created equal, is not entirely true. For the Caucasoid has 6 chakras or carnal seats. The Hindus have 7 chakras or carnal seats. The mulattoes, the mixed seed, have 8 chakras or carnal seats. The Nubians, Negroids, have 9 chakras or carnal seats. Thus, our bodies vibrate and transform differently from others. The Caucasoid has 6 chakras because instead of a solar plexus, he has a lunar plexus. And as a result, the Caucasoid is always involved in some dangerous activity in attempts to relight his central light. They are forever seeking that adrenaline rush. When Europeans, without notice, light or sun, try to cut on their solar light, it causes what's called spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion is the self-ignition of certain substances which is initiated by a slow oxidation, which if the heat of the oxidation reaction cannot be dissipated, the temperature of the substances rises until it reaches its kindling point and bursts into flames. That's why there are people that can be walking along and all of a sudden you'll hear boom and they will just blow up and be burnt to ashes. Spontaneous combustion is also the result of a deficiency of certain essential vitamins and nutrients in different foods. These vitamins and nutrients are destroyed when the food is cooked. The vitamin designated B10, which is called by pharmacists inositol, is one of a group of phosphates known as phosphagen. The molecular structure of vitamin B10 is very similar to that of the natural blood sugar glucose. In cases of inositol deficiency, the liver converts sugar excessively into fat. If an imbalance sets in, phosphagen will begin to accumulate, in which, if highly developed in certain sedentary people, they or their body ignite from the inside out. Spontaneous combustion is not something that is only common to humans. For ages, there have been reports of animals, namely cats, sheep, cows, or possum, being killed or afflicted by a sudden, inexplicable combustion, leaving their bodies or leaving their remains in ashes or literally burned to a crisp. Truth is truth. This ends the second video. We hope you have learned something from this video. We urge you to share this video and to subscribe to the only channel where you will learn ancient Egyptian mysteries. No more lies, no more guesswork. So subscribe and share and click on the like button below. See you at video number 3.